amazing and so generous, and we're grateful to have them. Uh, Grateful that they offered us this property to do this amazing performance for you. I'm so grateful that you guys are here to be an audience, because what would this be without an audience? So thank you so much. We are all really grateful to you guys. Seriously. Thank you, thank you. A few items of business. What are they?
Yes. Gentlemen, there's a porta potty out there. And there's 2 restrooms also inside. So it's going to get a little bit, busy. But if you don't mind using that porta potty, we put a light out there. Also, if you need to use the restroom during the show, you totally can just head that way up the driveway instead of going this way, just so that we don't get mixed up with the actors right here when they're coming out. And I think that was it. Concessions will be open back during intermission and also at the end. I think they're gonna keep it open afterwards too.
Yeah, okay, so how many of you read the synopsis on your program? Not enough. Okay, so Shakespeare can be confusing, not for these guys. They worked on this for 7 weeks. But we're gonna have them all come out here. Come on out. Everybody out here?
I feel like we're missing somebody. Just the little boys.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna give you guys a little synopsis so that you kind of know what's going on, because even if you read it, at least you're gonna recognize some of these faces, okay? So in the kingdom of Illyria, there's twins Viola and Sebastian. They're shipwrecked and separated, each thinking the other is dead. Viola is saved. This is Viola, saved by the ship captain. And decided to disguise herself as a boy servant so she can work for the Duke Orsino. And so later you're going to see her as a boy servant. Sebastian is saved by the feisty but loyal Antonia in a different part of Illyria. Duke Orsino is in love with the Lady Olivia, but prefers to send his servants like Valentine to woo her rather than pursue her himself. But Olivia, whoops, it's right on the fold. But Olivia's brother has just died, and she vows to be in mourning for 7 years, seeing no men and accepting no courting from Orsino. Duke Orsino sends Viola, now called Cesario, to woo Olivia in place of him, which is really absurd because, awkward, because Viola is now in love with Orsino. Things get even more awkward when you'll see. Malvolio, an uptight and prideful steward, Sir Toby, Olivia's ever-drunk uncle, Maria, a cunning and mischievous lady-in-waiting, and Fabian, a prankish servant, are all of Olivia's household. Chaos ensues when Toby, Maria, Fabian, and Fest, the clown, play some tricks on Malvolio and the rich airhead, Sir Andrew. Watch as the plot unfolds with themes of trickery, confusion, and mistaken identity. We present you Twelfth Night.
Let's break call Malvolio. Hey, I'm Sir Toby Belch, and I meant to call you for some more cakes and ale, and give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Please silence your cell phones and no flash photography. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
What country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, Captain?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother Sebastian. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam, and to comfort you a chance, assure yourself, I saw your brother, after our ships had split, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that looked upon the sea.
Knowest thou this country?
I, madam, well, for I was born and bred not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as a name,
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He is a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, that died some 12 months since, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly after also died, for whose dear love she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady. It might not be delivered to the world till I'd made mine own occasion mellow. What my estate is.
That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit, no, not the duke's.
I pray thee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid. For such disguise haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke.
Be you his servant, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let my eyes not see.
Oh, it's you. I know you're the one I dream of. Look into my eyes, take me to the clouds above. Oh, I know.
If music be the food of love, play on. Indeed, give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Again.
How will I know that she really loves me?
Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant my desires ever since pursued me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But, like a cloistress, she will veil walk in water once a day, her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she keeps fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart, of this fine frame to pay this debt of love, but to a brother. Think how she will love when her sweet perfections are filled with one self-king. Away before me to beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What a plague means my niece to kick the death of her brother thus? I am sure care is an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier on nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why? Let her accept.
But you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am.
That dancing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight that you brought in one night here to be her wooer?
Who? Sir Andrew Aguchi?
Aye, he.
He's as stout as any man in Illyria.
Oh, really? What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he's a very fool and a prodigal.
Why, that you'll say so. I'll have you know. He plays the viola to Game Boys, speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed, almost natural. For besides that, he's a fool, he's a great quarreler, but he hath the gift of a coward.
By this hand, there's subtractors and scoundrels that say so of him. Who are they?
They who are nightly in your company.
Speak of the devil, for here comes Sir Andrew Agueface. I'm here! Sir Toby Belch, out now, Sir Toby Belch! Sweet Sir Andrew, and bless you, fair shrew.
And you, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good mistress, accost. I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good mistress, Mary, accost.
You mistake. To accost is to woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company.
Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
Do you think you have a couple of fools in hand here?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
But you shall. And here's my hand.
Oh, knight, when have I ever seen thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. Methinks I've no more wit than a Christian.
No.
Or an ordinary man.
No.
But I am a great eater of beef, and I think that does harm to my wit.
No question.
Sir Toby,
Yes, knight?
I'll ride home tomorrow.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Is it do or do not? I would have bestowed my time in the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear-baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts.
Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why would that have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou seest, it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does it not?
Excellent. Things like flax on a distaff.
Faith, Sir Toby, I'll home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen, for if she be, it's 4 to 1. She'll none of me. The Duke himself here hard by woo, sir.
She'll know the Duke. She'll not match above herself neither estate years nor wit. I have her to swear it. Tut. There's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. Shall we cut about some revels?
Art thou good at these kickshaws, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
I can cut the mutton to it. Ha ha! Higher! Excellent!
to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
Who saw Cesario?
On your attendance, my lord. Here.
Valentine, stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, go to Olivia, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow, till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord. If she be so abandoned to her sorrow as you spoke, she'll never admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds, rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak to her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie that say thou art yet a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
Sir, I'll do my best to woo your lady. And yet, a barful strife. Whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
Fool!
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Fool, I bade them take away you.
Misprision in the highest degree. Lady, cuculus non facit modicum. That's as much to say as I wear not motley in my brain. Lady, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
Good Madonna? Why mournest thou?
Good fool. For my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, sir.
What thinkest you of the fool, Malvolio? Doth she not mend?
Yes, and shall do to the pangs of death shake her. Infirmity that decays the wise does never make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing of your folly.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw her put down the other day with an ordinary fool, that had no more brain than a stone. Look, she's out of her guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to her, she's gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste this temperate appetite.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman, much desirous to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. He is a fair young man.
Go you, Malvolio. If it be suit of the Count, I am sick or not at home.
Olivia.
Why, mine honor. Half drunk? What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
Tis a gentleman here. A plague of these pickle earaches.
Good Sir Toby!
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Liturgy? I defy liturgy. There's one at the gate.
Aye, Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil. It's all one.
Let's go, Sir Toby.
What's a drunken man like, Fabian?
Well, like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One drop of heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go, look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he'll speak with you. I told him you were sick, and it takes upon him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep, and he seems to have foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post, or be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Well, he is not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. 'Tis with him between boy and man. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly.
Let him approach. Call in my gentleman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Come, let us veil our faces. We shall once more hear Arsuna's embassy. The honorable lady of the house. Which is she? Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Your will. Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned. I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. Whence came you, sir? I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my parts. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance that you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed with my speech. Are you a comedian? No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs and malice I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house? If I do not usurp myself, I am. Most certain. If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. For this is from my commission. I will honor with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message. Come to what is important. I forgive you the praise. Alas, I've taken great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical. The more like it is to be feigned, I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gate, and let your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have a reason, be brief. Will you hoist sail, sir? There lies your way.
No, good swabber. I am to hold here a little longer. Some modification for your pit bull?
Tell me your mind.
I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver, and the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
Madam, it alone concerns your ear.
Yet you began so rudely. What are you? What would you?
What I am, what I would, are as secret as Maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the first of his hearts.
Oh, I've read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was as present. Is not well done.
Excellently done. 'Tis beauty truly blent, lady. You are the cruelest she alive. If you will lead these graces to the grave, and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse copies of my beauty, inventoried and labeled to my will. Item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes, with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such a love could be but recompensed, though you are crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord doth know my mind. I cannot love him. Though I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, learned and valiant, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gates, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberant hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, "Oh, Lydia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me."
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Farewell. Here, spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? of my fortunes, get my state as well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions and spirit, to give thee fivefold blazon. Even now, how so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger. He left this ring behind him. Would I or no, tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up a post. I am not for him. If that the same youth come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know, not what and fear to find. Mine eye too great a flatter for my mind. Fate, show thy force, ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and oh, be this so?
Will you stay no longer, nor will you not that I go with you?
High your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone, or bad recompense lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of you, whither you were bound.
No sooth. My determinate voyage is mere extravagance. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me in manners to express myself. You must know me then, Antonio. My name, which I call Rodrigo, is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian Mesaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born within an hour. If the heavens had been pleased would we so had ended, but you altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, though it was said she much resembled me, was of many accounts beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She's drowned already with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance with more.
Pardon me, sir. My bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonia, forgive me your trouble.
Let me be your servant.
Fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness. Mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else I would very shortly see thee there. But that danger shall seem sport, and I will follow.
now with the Countess Olivia.
Even now, sir.
She returns this ring to you. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you put your lord in a desperate assurance. She will none of him. And one thing more, that you never be so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report his taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me. All none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her. And her will is, it should be returned. Oops. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside hath not charmed her. She did make good view of me. Indeed, so much that sure me thought her eyes had lost her tongue. Or she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring? Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it so be as 'tis, poor lady, she would better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness. My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, thought as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must entangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Does not our life consist of the four elements?
So they say. But I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Therefore, let us eat and drink. Mariah, I say, a stoup of wine.
Here comes the fool in fame.
How now, my hearts!
Welcome, hedge pig. Now, let's have a catch. Come on, there's a sixpence in for you.
And here's sixpence to me too. If one night give a sixpence.
Would you like a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
Aye, I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, staying here, your true love's coming. That can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweetie. Journeys and lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good and faith.
Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth had present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In me there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, staying here, your true love's coming.
A mellifluous voice, as I am a true knight.
A contagious breath.
Yes, very sweet and contagious.
But shall we make the welcome dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch? Shall we do that?
Aye!
Most certain. Let our catch be, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Begin, fool. It begins with, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Come, begin.
Hold thy peace, thou knave. 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 Hold thy
Hey, caterwauling do you keep here? If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
Chilly Valley, lady. Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Or what are you? Do ye have no wit, majesty, nor honor, but to gabble like takers at this time of night? Do ye make an alehouse in my lady's house, squeak out of your coziest couches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no person, place, nor time in you?
We did keep our time, sir, in our catches.
Hold the peace, the knave! Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that, though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself in your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby,
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Out of tune, sir. Ye lie. Thou art no more than a steward. Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir. Rub your chain with crumbs. A scoop of wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, and you would give means to this uncivil rule, Mariah, look at me. She shall know of it by this hand.
go shake your ears. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nayword and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Tell us something of him.
The devil, a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly, but a time pleaser. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him, and on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love. I can write very much like my lady, your niece. We can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
Yes, I have it in my nose too.
He shall think by these letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she is in love with him.
Sport Royale, I warn you. I know my physical work with him. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, Princess Celia.
Good night.
Before me, she's a good wench. She's a beagle. Woof! True bred, and one that adores me. I was adored once too. Come, knight, let's to bed. Thou hast need send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I'm a foul way out.
Send for more money, knight. If thou hast it not in the end, call me cut.
If I do not, never trust me.
Come, just late to go to bed now.
Hold the beast ahead. Hold the beast ahead. Hold the beast
Give me some music for that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, for methought it did relieve my passion much. Come but one verse. Come hither, boy.
Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard, so no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.
If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstaid and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the sea where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee then. What years, in faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old by heaven. Let still a woman take an elder than herself, for she will sway level in her husband's heart. For, boy, as much as we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself. For women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are, alas, that they are so to die, even when they to perfection grow.
Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes, not quantity of dirty lands. 'Tis her beauty attracts my soul.
But, if she cannot love you, sir?
No! I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a great a pang of heart as you have for Lydia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know that
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they're as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man. As it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I would your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought. With a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will. For still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the sons too. And yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Tell her my love can give no place, cannot be denied.
Come thy ways, Madam Fabian.
Nay, I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Here comes the little devil. How now, my Medal of India?
Malvolio is coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behaviors to his own shadow this half hour. This letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Lovest thou in the name of jesting? Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling. Get ye, all three, into the box tree. Sir Andrew?
Tis fortune. All is fortune. Mariah once told me Olivia did affect me. I have heard herself come thus near that, should she fancy, she should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her.
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue. Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
Ah, rogue.
Pistol him!
Peace, peace.
There is an example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe, Jezebel.
Oh, peace. Look how his imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown. Having come from a daybed where I left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Oh, peace, peace.
And then to have the humor of state, after a demure travel of regard, telling them, I know my place as they should theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Oh, peace, peace. Now.
7 of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up watch, or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me, because he is very, very small.
Shall this fellow live?
Thor, silence be drawn from us. Peace.
I extend my hand to him, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow on the lips then?
Say, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Be patient or we break our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
Oh, that's me, I warned you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I. Permitting to call me fool.
Huh. What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, her T's, and thus make she her great P's. It is in contempt of question, her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, Jove knows I love, but to Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know what follows. If this should be the Malvolio, I may command who I adore. Why? She may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars, I'm above thee. But be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great. Some achieve greatness. And some have greatness thrust upon them. Be opposite with the kinsman, surly with servants. Remember who commanded thy yellow stockings. And wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. Okay. I say, go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still and unworthy to touch fortune's finger. Farewell. She, thou would alter services with thee. The fortunate, unhappy, she loves me. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. It is open. I will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby, I will. I think the stars. I am happy. Oh, here's yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles do become thee well. Therefore, ever in my presence, still smile. My dear, my sweet, I pray thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me to do.
I could marry this wench for this device.
And so can I, too.
Here comes our noble goal catcher.
Wilt thy set thy foot upon my neck?
Or on mine either?
Shall I become thine bond slave?
In faith, or I either?
Why, thou hast to put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark you his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tatar, the most excellent devil of wit.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
Indeed, sir, for I do live by the church, for I live at my house, and my house does stand by the church.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, sir, I am not her fool, but I am her corrupter of words.
Oh. There's expenses for thee. Keep up the good work.
Save you, sir.
And you, sir?
De vous garder, monsieur.
Vous aussi? Votre serviteur?
I hope, sir, you are. And I am yours.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Then taste your legs, sir. Put them into motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean, sir, to go, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we are prevented. Most excellent and accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
Rain odors? Well,
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and my humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. Your servant, the Count Orsino, you.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
I pray thee, never speak again of him. But if you were to undertake another suit, I would rather hear you solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkest of me.
that you think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Think you right. I am not what I am.
You are as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I was? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of spring, maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that despite thy pride, nor wit nor reason can thy passion hide. Do not extort thyself from this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause. With rather reason, thus with reason better, love sought is good, but given unsought better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none, shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet, come again! Thou mayst perhaps move that heart which now pours to light his love.
Sir Andrew?
nay, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear madam. Give thy reason.
We must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Duke's serving man than she ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee, the wild old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
Was not.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her.
A cost?
But now, you are sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt, either of valor or policy.
And it be anyway, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Why then? Challenge the count with you to a fight. Heard him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of that.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me challenge to him?
Go. Write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. Taunt him with a license of ink.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the Cabiculo.
Cabulo?
The cabiculo.
The cabaculo?
The cabiculo.
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I've been dear to him. Some 2,000 strong or so.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. He's in yellow stockings. You have not seen such a thing as this.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you. But since you make your pleasure of your pains, I'll no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. What might befall your travel, being skillless in these parts?
Oh, my kind Antonia, I can no other answer make but thanks and thanks. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I'm not weary, and 'tis long till night. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown the city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight, against the Count and his galleys, I did some service of such note indeed, that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Like you slew a great number of his people?
The offense is not such of a bloody nature. Only myself stood out, that where if I be lapsed in this pace, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is the best place to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, while you beguile the time and feed your knowledge. With viewing of the town, there shall you have me.
Why your purse?
Happily your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase.
I'll be your purse bearer, and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant!
I do remember.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 15-minute intermission. Please feel free to head on over to concessions and use the restroom. Remember, we do have the porta potties in the back, gentlemen. Thank you.